I know you're probably tired of talking about Star Wars, but I'm not even a huge fan of the movie, but I'm fascinated with the fact that you have an amazing collection.
It's kind of freaky. I've become the poster boy for the geek.
That's
Yes.
great.
How much pussy did this collection cost you?
Girls are not interested in that. Oh, thank you so much.
I didn't.
But don't you pretty much have the top Star Wars collection?
I have,
Just about?
I have for the figures, for the Star Wars figures, the old 70s, 80s figures. I have what they call Holy Grail figures. I have the Jawa in a plastic cape, which is, I know people's eyes are rolling back in their head right now about this, but Star Wars toy fans are insane about this.
I want to
stuff.
see pictures of them.
Wait, this is the ones now. These are the little short ones, the tiny ones. They're the plastic front, the cardboard backing,
Yep.
the
Yes.
original ones.
That's it.
That's the one.
Badly painted, really, really expensive figures.
Didn't they hand paint though? Were those hand painted?
Yeah,
or?
they're like their eyes like up here in the forehead.
Yes, yes.
Oh God! Enjoy
They're
the lead
bad.
I love
poisoning.
those.
Are they in the
Enjoy the
packaging?
lead
And
poisoning,
they're in the
Rick.
package. I mean, that's why they're worth something, because I left them in the package.
And you have a nice hard
yes.
plastic cover around them,
Well,
right?
you got to get them graded. You know, like all really, really cool shit. You got to get them graded. So I actually,
I love it.
I mean, this stuff I paid $1 for. That's worth
Boba Fett.
$8,000 now.
Wow.
It's
What's
and
the
none
most-
of them. Let me say this: none of them are in my house. So don't come knocking. They're all in a vault at the bank.
But do you enjoy them that way? Like I'm a collector too. Like I like to save things, a bit of a hoarder when it comes to
But you
things
want
I
to see
like.
them, don't you?
But I want to see them. Like
I do. I miss them a bit. You know, I mean, I pulled them out for this show, but I do have other stuff that I collect that
I want to
is
go back to
pretty
the Star
awesome.
Wars thing for a second. Was this stuff that you were originally bought, or
Yeah, it was. I loved the movie when it first came out, and I've always been a toy freak. I mean, I have little old some old Japanese robots and stuff. I've always loved toys. You know, on the road when the guys would go to the mall, I'd always go to Toys R Us. I just loved toys, and when they came out, I was just old enough to not. I pulled a couple of them out and played with them and kind of like looked over my shoulder to see if anyone was watching, you know, because I was at that age, like I was 30, you know, so a little old to play with little weird plastic figures.
by 20 years.
That's great.
So I kept them in the packages because I loved the way they looked, and actually the artwork was cooler than the figures themselves, and that's what they became worth money being in their original packages because every kid took them out and lost the weapons, and you know.
Is
Is
somebody
that Boba Fett right there that you're
Yeah, it's
holding
Boba
up?
Fett.
That's Italian Boba Fett, and there was only one of them in the world when I bought that one. Now there's two. They found a second one.
Wait,
Italian
you had
Boba
the
Fett?
only one in the world at one point?
Yeah.
What's the Italian Boba Fett? It's Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
There's an A at the end of his last name.
Instead
too,
of a
Boba Fett.
blaster, it's got a little
He
piece of
beats his
pizza. on
wife.
the
how much
side.
was it worth when it was the only one, and then how much did it?
Probably half the value now.
I don't know. I mean, I don't remember what I paid for it, but the guy on this documentary, the Rolling Stone documentary, said that he sold it to me. Right? I don't remember, but he said he sold it to me, and he wish he still had it because he could sell it for 3 times that now.
How much?
Wait, he said he
About-
sold
I don't remember. Honestly, I don't
okay,
remember.
all right.
But there are figures like there's one that's worth like $25,000 because there's only 2 in the world. But that's
Wow.
$25,000 to a guy who wants to buy it.
Right,
You know,
the
that's
market
not
really-
$25,000 you can just put out in the market. That's-
Listen to me. You should drive the Star Wars fans crazy and play with all of these because you don't need the money. You don't ever need to sell these things.
You want to take him out?
Oh,
I
it'd be
couldn't do that because-
hilarious.
It would kill him more than it would kill
me,
them.
dude.
you
It's a fact that they're stupid, worth stupid money. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, Blue Stars. Why weren't they in the movie?
That's the
out.
only bootleg that's worth that's interesting to Star Wars guys.
Oh wait, that's a bootleg.
Yeah,
It says
that's
Stars
a
War.
Turkish bootleg called Uze. Uze was a company that made them, and what they did was they took an original figure, molded it themselves, and recast it like another color. That's just the Snowtrooper. Yeah, but the cool thing about them, they put him in absolutely cheesy, like he's standing in orange sherbet in the background. Like you had another one where there was a giant calculator, supposed to be a keyboard, you know, operating a ship. Blue Star, Headman, which is the rarest of them all, which I have 1 or 2 copies, is like one of the guards, only they made his head out of metal, took his cape off, and gave him a sword and shield. And this is supposed to be a space guy with a medieval
What's he
sword and
look like?
shield. And it's so friggin' cheesy that I love it to death.
Headman?
That one. There
That
he is.
one, there he
Headman.
is.
Oh God, look at that.
Headman.
There's
And
only 2 of them.
What?
There's only 2 of them.
There's only 2 of those. Yeah, 2 carded figures. There's a couple of loose ones, but there's only 2 carded.
Carded means it's in the plastic and it's
Yeah,
in
carded
perfect-
means in the plastic with the plastic in the plastic stuck to the cardboard.
What's
backing.
your number one?
I never thought I'd be talking about my Star Wars
Oh, I'm
figures.
sorry.
No,
This
it's
is
great,
It's
man.
different.